When I was growing up, I was really into music. In fact, at my high school graduation, I was voted most likely to become a rock star. That has not happened yet, but maybe one day. There's still hope. Uh, I played guitar and flute, and I sang, and I did a lot of songwriting and a lot of performing, and I played in a punk band, and I also was really involved with like choir and band and stuff in school, and musicals. Always musical theater was something I loved and still love. Um, when my mom was dying, I really turned to music a lot of the time. Um, I really did a lot of cool songwriting at the time, and it was just a way to physically get some of those feelings out of my body, especially singing. I'm a pretty mediocre singer. No one's gonna like write home about how super talented I am at singing. But the feeling that comes with singing, the way that you have to use your body, your whole body, your face and your mouth and your throat and your chest and your shoulders and your rib cage and your diaphragm and your stance and everything, your whole body's involved. And channeling something into having your body push sound out was so therapeutic for me. That feeling, I still go for a drive in my car and turn the music up and sing. And it's not about being good, it's just about doing it. That was so important for me. And listening to music too was so important for me. When my mom was dying, I used to bring my guitar in when she was laying in bed after her treatments, and I would sing to her and I'd play for her, and she'd cry, and she loved it. She thought that I was really good. And one of my favorite songs to sing for her and play for her was a song called Dusk in Summer by Dashboard Confessional, which is like a super sad song, but also really beautiful, about losing someone. And I think the song was probably written about losing a relationship. But it really made sense to me at that time as I was losing my mom. And, when she was really close to dying and at the hospital and being transferred to the hospice, and we were waiting for the transportation, I did it again. I had my iPod and my earbuds, and I put one in my ear and one in her ear, and we listened to that song together. Even though she wasn't conscious, I feel confident that she heard it. At her funeral, my family said, "You're really into music. Will you choose the music for the service?" And that was one of the songs that I chose. As I was grieving, it was actually really powerful to go back to that song and to listen to it again. And at one point, I actually reached out to the band and the singer who wrote that song to share that story with him, because I figured, if I were a musician and my song had impacted a family this way, I'd want to know. And I figured he probably would never read it, but maybe if he did, it might feel good for him. And it felt healing for me too, to share that. So I did, and he responded, and it was so lovely, and was so glad to hear that it had been comforting. I still listen to that song sometimes when I want to feel close to my mom, because I know she loved it and I loved it. And I think that there's healing there, that even though she's not able to physically be here to listen to it with me anymore, or to sing along with me, or to let me sing to her, I still feel that sometimes she maybe can hear it too.